Swoosh. A young man clad in iron armor leapt over a towering creature, charging lightning downward. Fluctuating white lights gleamed over a giant creature with rocky body frame, about 15 feet from the ground. Bear. Oh. The humanoid colossus cried out. The attacker, a skinny young man in ash armor, landed few meters away from the creature that was hit by his lightning. He had a cap and face mask on. Phew. White light was transparent in the colossus body, and after a couple of seconds, a burst manifested from its body that created a heavy wind. Wow. Wow. The young man raised his left palm before his face, and he glimpsed at what was before him. The giant colossus burst into pieces. Its entire body dispersed into blue lightning. The young man, instinctively, leapt over to the other side of the cavern to avoid being hit by the piece. Ding ding. He opened a messaging app on his phone, and sent a message to someone called Summoner, one down at a ranked dungeon. In another part of the world, at a dark cave-like passage, 5 weather-bodied creatures leapt into the air towards a target in their direction. A small-sized rectangular screen was positioned over their heads, displaying the names Level 1 Goblin Berserker. In front was a calmly reacted man in armor and his identity concealed. He didn't move away from his position even though the green-bodied creatures were charging towards him. Then, with dashing demonstration, he stretched his hand to his side, only to clutch a dagger. Consequently, he attained an imposing stance, ready to make his own attack. Whoosh! His body dashed to the midst of the goblins. Blue lights flashed within them, and whenever that happened, a particular goblin becomes a bloody mess on the floor. Swish! The man separated the last goblin's head from its body. He took out his smartphone and sent a message. ******. The sun was shining brightly in the sky. Warm air from the sea whistled around, and the soft melody of seabirds created relaxation for anyone fortunate enough to be at the beach at that moment. An elegant-looking young man reclined back on a lounge chair under the shade. His hair was deep black and oily, hinting at his carefree nature. Ding ding ding. His phone vibrated for messages. Lifting his back from the chair, he removed his sunglasses and took up his phone. His eyes was fixed on the phone for long. Later on, the corner of his lips curled into a wide grin. He casually nodded. Pound 1 and Pound 2 have done pretty good work there. With this kind of a raid, they will help me make a lot of money. He stood up and he stretched his arms. Yon, agur. I should get to work now too. He hopped into a jacket hung on the chair's arm and walked down the beach. Have you ever imagined someone making money for you, fighting for you, working out for you, playing bets for you? That's the kind of life I have. My name is Lee Soon, and I have an ability that I can boast about. Before becoming an awakened, I used to have a lot of work on my neck to complete a day. I need to study, go to my part-time job, play games, and of course, write my novel. However, all this became easy at the end, because, in an apartment, a young man stood at the middle of the living room, his teeth gritting, his eyebrows furrowed, and he swallowed his saliva. I have never tried this. Yeah, I can be nervous, but at least, I must give it a go. I have been told what I summon could be the other version of me or an evil spirit. But, I can jump over the window and shout for help, right? Maybe Mr. Song can offer donuts to the evil spirit to appease it. That'll do, won't it? He swallowed his saliva. Then, mustering all his courage, he shouted, "Emerge!" Thud. His eyes were closed and his hands shook profusely. He curled his body while standing, as if a cribbaby. He cried, "Please don't hurt. I am here, Master, forever here to serve you." His mouth widely opened, and gently, he opened his eyes. Oh my God. This is me. *****. However, all this became easy at the end, because my skill is cloning. I create replications of myself and collectively, I and my clones get stronger. I level up with my clones.